An announcement tonight. Due to parking problems, we are going to be about 5 minutes late. We're setting the timer so it doesn't go any longer, so you don't have to think, well, it's 5 minutes, now I'm going to do 5 minutes. Anyway, but I'm not sure about the pianist. Did we heard anything about Claire?
Oh my gosh, we're missing our pianist! Oh, it's terrible!
Yeah. It really is. I don't think I can sing Tiptoe Through the Tulips without her. Oh, wow. Isn't that a ridiculous thing to say? Can. So I don't know what's happening with you. But anyways, we've got a timer for 5 minutes, right? The lights will go down and the action will go up. Whether we have a pianist or not, the show must go on.
We don't have our pianist right now.
But she's on her way.
But she's on her way, and just give her a break. She's over 90 and she's still going and doing stuff. So instead, you can visit, or someone can entertain you. Okay. Swap plays? No, we can't do that. That would be too tough.
We do not want to swap things.
We're not swapping plays.
No.
Yes, because you know what? In our play, where we're going, we don't need a pianist.
But our play, we need a pianist.
In their play, they need a pianist. And their play is the first play. And you think that might be a play on words?
It might be a play on plays.
A play on plays, huh? Okay.
Many plays go, start out like this.
Many plays start out like this?
Well, only the good ones.
Only the good ones. Oh, that's kind of like only the good die young. And you know what? I'm getting older and older, and I'm so happy. Oh, I'm getting older and older because only the good die young.
So what does that mean?
Yeah.
That doesn't make you very good.
No. That makes us fun people. And you know what? Don't you agree, Ann? That girls just want to have fun?
That's right. And we do have fun. I've got to tell you something.
Use your mind. Well, she doesn't control the mic. The mic is controlled by a way different place.
We got a wizard back there.
Yeah.
Okay. Am I hooked up yet?
Yes.
Okay, good. This is kind of a fun thing that Chris and I had done. It was something that just evolved, and I wrote this little play that had 5 pages. Now the play has 10 pages. Okay? I have the best cast. Sorry, Chris, my cast is the best.
My 2 casts are the best. Ha ha ha.
And my cast has helped in writing this with me. We've changed a few things, we've added a few things, and we've built this up to be something I think you'll enjoy. But if we don't have a pianist, we're all going to be very sad because it'll mess it up. But we do. This has been a wonderful experience. This is my first time writing a play. Chris, is it your first time?
No.
Mine.
No. I'm mostly written skits.
Yeah.
Skits. And these are not long plays. They're like 1-act plays. So
Yeah.
it's going to go a little bit longer. But okay, come on. Come on, come on, pianist, come on, pianist, come on, pianist.
I'm trying to think of a piano song.
Piano. She's here? Uh-oh, okay, wait. Okay, so, when she comes in, I want everybody to say, surprise! She's here! Okay, you with me? Not yet.
Give me a cue.
Okay, just, that's not her.
That was my Jesus.
Ready? I could do a little soft shoe too, but I'm really not a dancer. Sing a song, sing out loud, sing out strong.
Claire's usually the one who writes these things, you know. She's written about, I don't know how many for this place here. The last 3 have been written by her, and she's the greatest.
Yay, Claire!
Does it always have to be about
Now,
you?
in a minute,
Do we need to adjust the piano at all?
I'm going to get the pianist in the pianist seat. And then we're going to say to Karen, okay, for the lights, but we gotta wait a
Piano
minute.
seat.
And then I'm going to talk about fairy tales. How many of us remember reading fairy tales? Well, that was my instrument of ideas to write this play.
Okay, so,
My play is called Little Red and Little Pink, so I guess you can figure out what fairy tale that came from. Only my Little Red has got an attitude.
You know, ask Chris if we can, because it's got to be on our music, so.
Tip that light down a little bit, flatten it out. Or whatever makes it flatter. Yeah, that's fine. Thank you.
can you see okay?
It's right back at us. Tip it, will it rotate?
Yes.
Don't conquer on the head.
Hey Chris, have it tilt this way instead of this way.
Oh, you mean go around the other side?
That might do it, yeah.
Okay, is that okay? Tiptoe round the piano, with the lights so bold, we'll tiptoe round the piano.
Yeah, great, now it's the shining in mine.
Send you a bill.
So can you see okay? Okay, so we're
I'll
going.
bright light. I think that light came from the sun. Little Red back here is giving me attitude now.
Sorry, Ann.
Just waiting to go. Did you hear her? Yeah. The pianist doesn't have to play anything right yet. So, as soon as those lights go down.
Welcome to SRT News. We are about to begin our broadcast, so please silence your phones. We start our broadcast with a trip to an area just outside the dark woods.
Mama is going to get in her place now because we're starting. Isn't she a beautiful mama? Once upon a time, there was a cottage on the edge of the dark woods. In this cottage lived a beautiful woman and her beautiful daughter, Little Red. This is their story. As the sun comes up to welcome another warm spring day, we find Mama wiping her hands on her apron. Little Red, I need your help.
It's Little Red Hoodie, Mother. Something smells wonderful. What is it that you need me to do? I'm bored anyway.
Well, your grandmother's feeling very poorly, so I've made her an apple strudel, some chicken noodle soup, and a loaf of fresh bread. I've placed them in this basket, and I need you to take them to her, please. I know it's not the best neighborhood through the dark woods, so you must be very careful, my darling. So, 1, do not dilly-dally. 2, do not pick any flowers. 3, do not talk to anybody, especially men. You know they're all a bunch of wolves. And remember, stranger danger.
Mother, stop treating me like a baby. I will go straight to Grandma's house, cross my heart and hope to die, stick a needle in my eye.
Now, don't be so dramatic, Little Hoodie. So off you go, make haste, grandmother is waiting.
Red Hoodie takes the basket and starts for her grandmother's house. As she skips along, she comes to a meadow full of tulips.
Oh, look at those beautiful yellow tulips. It shouldn't take too long for me to stop and pick a few before I go to Grandma's house.
Tiptoe from your pillow to the shadow of the willow tree. Come tiptoe through the tulips with me. Little Red finds herself deep in the tulip field. Watch out, Little Red. Stranger, danger. Lurking his way behind Little Red is Wolfie, a scoundrel of the worst sort who preys on the defenseless.
Why, it's Little Red Riding Hood. Hey there, Little Red Riding Hood. You sure are looking good. You're everything a big bad wolf would want. Listen to me, Little Red Riding Hood. I don't think little big girls should be walking in the spooky old woods alone. I'm Wolfie. You come here often?
I am not talking to you. You are a stranger.
Stranger? No, I'm not a stranger. I'm Wolfie. I've been lurking, walking these woods for many years. In fact, I've seen you here. You must have seen me here many times before. Well, I see you. I see you. But you know me. I know you. What kind of stranger could I be?
Well, when you put it like that, I guess you're all right, Wolfie.
Ooh, what's in the basket? Man, Smells heavenly.
Oh, it's some baked goodies and some soup for my grandmother. She is not feeling very well, so I'm taking them to her house on the other side of the dark woods.
Oh, I see you've been picking some tulips. Are they for your grandma too?
Yes, aren't they a pretty yellow?
Oh, why, they are! In fact, I saw some beautiful red ones just over there that would go so nicely with the yellow ones. Oh, why? Matching your gorgeous hair! Yeah!
Red looks at her watch.
Oh, I guess I have some time to go pick some of those pretty red ones. Well, it's been nice talking to you. Maybe we'll meet again now that you're not a stranger. Toodly-doo, Wolfie.
Little Red hurries off to pick the red tulips. And if I kiss you in the garden, in the moonlight, will you pardon me? Come from tiptoe through the tulips with me. Wolfie turns around and rubs his forepaws together.
Yes, yes. Tasty morsel that. I'm gonna take a shortcut to Grandma's house. She'll be delayed, giving me enough time to, well, do what I must do. See you soon, little red.
Grandmother is sleeping peacefully and snoring loudly. Wolfie, in the meantime, gets to Grandma's house. He gives the audience a wicked smile. Then he barges in.
Hey, your granny! I need to dispatch your old carcass pronto. So don't give me no trouble, you see? If you know what's good for you, see? Now get out of that bed.
Grandma stands up. Wolfie grabs her shawl and turns her around and puts the shawl on himself. Then he grabs the nightcap off of her head. Grandma is bald.
Now get in that cellar and be quiet, you hear? Or Little Red pays the price.
Don't hurt my little friend, not my precious little
Oh, Wolfie puts his paws on Grandma's shoulders.
Enough! Boom!
Ow! Wolfie kicked Grandma. Wolfie kicked Grandma in the you-know-what.
You know what, my you big old jerk.
Now get in the cellar and be quiet.
You know what? I'll get back at him one of these days. You mark my word.
You stay quiet back there, I'll stick a sock in it.
Wolfie gets in Grandma's bed and gets ready for Red. I think we need some assistance. Little Red Hoodie knocks on Grandmother's door.
Oh, my sweet young thing. Come in, Little Red, come in.
It's Little Red Hoodie, Grandmother, and I have a surprise for you.
Oh. Come
hardly hear you.
Go.
Grandmother, you must be so sick you're in bed and you're all covered up. I can hardly see you.
Oh, better to hear you with, my dear. To see you with, my dear.
Oh, grandmother, you're so sick. Your eyes are big and round and bloodshot and yellow.
Oh, the better to see you with, my dear.
And what big, hairy ears you have. There's a lot of green gunky wax in there. You really should take care of that.
Oh, the better to hear you with, my dear.
Okay, Grandma, I want you to stick out your tongue and say ah so that I can look down your throat. Oh my gosh, Grandma, something smells terrible. It's like something crawled in there and died. And I couldn't help but notice, but you have big, sharp, yellow teeth.
Oh, the better to eat you with, my dear.
Oh, Wolfie grabs junk bread from behind and she stamps down on his inside.
Where's my grandmother?
Wolfie points to the cellar door. Red winds up for a right hook to Wolfie's nose. Then a left hook. Then another right hook uppercut. Wolfie falls back onto the bed and is seeing stars.
My grandmother didn't raise any wimp.
Wolfie was knocked out in the first round. Meanwhile, the sheriff of the county is peacefully strolling through the forest, enjoying the sounds of nature wherever they are. I think they're coming, Terry, right? Just, we don't want to miss that part, so I want you to wander back a little bit. Just take your time and you're enjoying the forest, and the music, the sounds will come on, won't they, Terry? Oh, she's enjoying the sounds of nature.
I'm the sheriff of the county, and I roam
She's the sheriff of the county, and she roams these dark woods.
looking for creatures who are up to no good.
Looking for creatures who are up to no good. Red finishes tying up Wolfie, and Wolfie cries out in pain.
Blimey, that's coming from Grandma's house.
The sheriff gets to Grandma's house.
It's you again, Wolfie. You viley villain. I've got you now, I've got you.
Oh, I'm so glad you're here, Sheriff.
I'm gobsmacked, Red. Where did you put Grandma, you weasel?
Can I please come out now?
Yes, Grandma, I have everything in hand.
Grandmother comes out of the cellar and grabs her hair off of Wolfie's head and puts it on herself.
I'll take that back, you big bully. Oh, Red! I was so scared. Where were you? Oh, Grandma, everything's gonna be all right now. Oh, God. Oh, thank
This scoundrel will not be giving you any more problems. Little Red, what did you do to him?
I gave him my right, I gave him my left, and then I gave him a real knuckle sandwich.
These dark woods have nothing to fear with you and me looking out for scoundrels like Wolfie. What a right hook you have.
The better to knock you my dear.
Mother comes through the door.
Oh my goodness, what's going on here? Sheriff, Wolfie. Oh my gosh, little Red, you've been gone so long.
Mother.
Oh, Mother, are you okay? What's been happening?
Oh, Mother, you were right about stranger danger, but I found out that I can take care of myself and Grandma. I gave that Wolfie a real knuckle. I really rang that Wolfie's bell.
That's my little Red. I'm so proud of her. Come on, Wolfie, after us so we do a name on it.
Sheriff, stop! Like I said before, I have some business that I have to take care of.
Grandma kicks Wolfie in the you-know.
You go, Granny. That mean old wolf is not our friend.
Off to the summer I will send.
Granny and Red are safe again.
So I'm sure you'll see me again.
Not by the hair of my chinny chin chin.
And this little story is at an end. Hurry up and get this set changed. Okay.
Where's the noise?
Was a bad wolf, but he now resides in the SunRiver, thanks to the sheriff and Little Red's right hook. The better to knock you up with, my dear. And you never know about these wolves. Just in at SRT News in the nearby town, Little Hamlet, a wolf is on trial for murder. Let's go there now.
Hear ye, hear ye. Court is now in session. The Honorable Judge Dredd presiding. All rise.
Everybody up!
Here comes the judge. Here comes the judge. Here comes the judge. Here comes the judge.
so that we can sit down.
Be seated, please. Hear ye, hear ye. The trial of A. Wolf is about to begin. Bailiff, we need 12 jurists. It looks like we already have 12 volunteers, so we're good there. They don't have to say anything, but they do need to follow instructions. We need individuals who are wise and experienced, so you all must be at least 55 years of age and of sound mind. Will the jury members please stand up? The bailiff will come down and qualify you.
Without looking at your badge, can you remember your name? Sorry, you don't remember your name?
No.
You are dismissed.
We need a new volunteer. Please stand up and come forward.
Can you remember what you had for breakfast this morning? And if so, please share it with the court. Do you remember what you had for breakfast this morning?
Yes.
And
Yes. What did you have? Bread. Okay. Hello. Hi there. Hi there.
do you remember what you had for breakfast?
Okay.
Ladies, can you read and write in cursive?
Yes. You may stay.
Please tell the court if you remember why you came into this room.
My wife made me.
Judge, we have 11 qualified jurors. I have another one here. Sir, can you remember your name without looking at your badge?
Yes.
You are qualified. Thank you. You may be seated. Thank you.
All right, thank you for serving on our jury. You will notice on a piece of paper on your chair with a G on one side and an N on the other. You will receive instructions at the end of the trial as to what to do with those. Please listen carefully as the trial goes on. Bailiff, bring in the prisoner. Silence in the courtroom, please. Prosecutor, state your case.
Thank you, Your Honor. I will prove without a doubt that A. Wolf did destroy property, heinously murdered 2 of our citizens, and tried to murder a 3rd. Thank you.
Defense, state your case.
Thank you, Your Honor. I will prove beyond a shadow of a doubt that Mr. A. Wolf is innocent. He is the victim of prejudice and misunderstanding. Thank you.
Prosecutor, your first witness.
I call Miss Bunny to the stand.
Please state your full name.
My name is Honey. Playboy Bunny. They call me that because I'm so sweet.
Please, no extra talking.
Sorry, Your Honor.
Please raise your right paw. Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Oh, I do.
Now, Miss Bunny, would you please tell the court what you saw on the February 2nd, 2024?
Well, I was walking along Bluegrass Way when I saw a pile of straw as big as a house.
Well, what did you do then?
I hopped away as fast as I could. I saw him eating someone.
Thank you. I'd like to show the court Exhibit A. Is this the ruined house you saw?
Oh, yes.
Thank you, Miss Bunny. You're a witness.
Miss Honey Bunny, you said that you were walking along Bluegrass Way on February 2nd, 2024 at 3 p.m. Is that correct?
Oh, yes.
I have here Exhibit B. Is this you?
Yes.
This is a newspaper clipping showing Miss Honey Bunny at the Playboy Bunny Mansion. She was being awarded the honor of being the Playboy Bunny of February. Miss Bunny was the star of the celebration that lasted all day and into the night at the famous Playboy Bunny Mansion. Now, Miss Bunny, this event took place on February 2nd, 2024, and your honor was given to you at 3 p.m. So therefore, you could not have been on Bluegrass Way at the same date and the same exact time, could you?
Well, so I lied. You know, wolves eat bunnies too. He should be executed. Or at least he should be put in jail for life. Oh! Please, what if he eats a cute little bunny like me next? Don't let him eat me.
Witness, you're in contempt of court. Bailiff, remove the witness.
No!
Next witness, please.
I call Mrs. Sheep to the stand.
Please state your full name.
Bad black sheep.
Raise your right hoof. Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
I do.
Now, Miss Sheep, would you please tell the court what you observed on Bluegrass Way on February 2nd, 2024 at 3:15 p.m. in the afternoon?
Well, I was coming from a friend's house. He was being a real stick in the mud, and I wanted to get him out of the house. You know, maybe a quick trip to Mesquite. Good shoot. As I turned the corner, I saw a wolf tearing down my friend's house. And as I watched in shocked,
disbelief. I saw Mr. Wolf ate my friend. He ate everything, including that corkscrew tail. Whoa, now that's one big bad wolf. Well, luckily I was hidden and it didn't see me. Then I saw him run to Miss Piggy's house and try to break down her door. Well, while he was occupied, I snuck away and I contacted the police. Yeah.
Thank you. I'd like to show the court Exhibit C. Is this a picture of the ruined house of your friend that you saw on that day?
Well, yes.
Thank you. Your witness.
Now, this sheep, is it true that you are the black sheep of your family?
Yes.
And is it true that you are the black sheep of your family because of your excessive gambling, especially in sheep wool, W-O-O-L?
Yes.
And is it true that you now have a large gambling debt? Correct?
Yes.
So could you please tell us about your wool debt?
Well, I have 3 bags full, and I gave one to my master, and I was supposed to give one to Mr. Wolf, so he could be a sheep, so he could be a wolf in sheep's clothing. I don't think so. But instead, I gave it to 2 remaining bags to a young lad who lives down the lane, and he was supposed to double my profit, but instead he lost it. Now that's one bad gambler.
So if I understand correctly, your primary debt is here with Mr. Wolf.
Well, yes.
And then if Mr. Wolf was found guilty, you would have less worry about that gambling debt, correct?
Well, yes.
I see. And also, I might add that on the traffic camera on the street around the corner, you were seen passing it at 3:30 p.m. That's just a few moments after you said you were there. Now, did you really actually have time to watch your friend be murdered, eaten, and house destroyed?
Well, no, but I did see him coming from my friend's house, and I did see him banging on Miss Piggy's door, like he was trying to break it down.
But you didn't actually see Miss Piggy being murdered, did you? Correct?
Correct.
Thank you. No further questions. You're excused.
Next witness, please.
I call Miss Piggy to the stand.
Please state your full name.
Miss Melissa Piggy.
Raise your right hook. Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
Now, Miss Piggy, would you please tell the court what happened on the afternoon of February 2nd, 2024?
Well, I was entertaining my boyfriend. We were snuggling up to the fire in my fireplace. And my boyfriend noticed we needed more wood for the fire. And he was just about to go out and get some when we heard a terribly loud crash coming from next door. So we peeked out the window
and Little Pig's house was completely destroyed. We saw a stranger coming out of the rubble. He was licking his lips and cleaning his teeth. He was headed towards my house. He looked mean. He looked like a big, bad wolf. Anyways, my house, luckily, is made of solid brick. I spared no expense. I made sure I had solid brick, bars on the window, thick wooden door. I wanted my house to look pretty, like me, but also very safe. So my boyfriend and I, we made sure that the door was locked with a deadbolt and there was a bar across it. Suddenly, the big bad wolf started pounding on the door like he was trying to break it down. I was worried that he was going to come in and rob us or murder us. He was pounding so hard, I was afraid he might break down the door, even though it's made of thick wood. So I called the police, and they came out right away and arrested him.
Thank you, Miss Piggy. Your witness.
So, Miss Piggy, you said that when he arrived at your door, he just started pounding.
Yes.
He did not politely. He didn't say anything. I remind you, you are under oath.
Well, maybe he knocked at first and mumbled something about a granny, but I could tell he was just trying to get in to rob us and murder us. So I said, I'm sorry, but I can't let you in. And he started pounding and yelling.
So, you say you just politely asked him to leave. I think I heard differently.
All right. He said something about borrowing a cup of sugar to make a cake for his make-believe granny. Come on. Wolves eat cake? I don't think so. They eat things like bunnies, lambs, and pigs. I am a pig. So I said, get out of here and don't come back. And then he started to try and blow my house down, as if he could. And I thought, get out of here. And your make-believe granny can sit on a pin. I thought that was a very clever thing to say. It just made him more mad. And he started yelling and pounding harder. And I was so afraid for my life and that of my sweeties.
No further questions. Thank you. You're dismissed.
Prosecutor, next witness, please.
I call Mr. Fogg to the stand.
It's not that easy being green. Happens when each day not cold.
Please state your full name.
My full name is Kurt Frog, but I usually go by KM or Mitty.
Please raise your right leg. Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
I do.
Now, Mr. Kermit Frog, do you have anything to add to Miss Piggy's statement?
Not really. Everything happened just like she said. We were relaxing. We heard a loud crash. Then we saw a big, scary-looking wolf coming right toward Melissa's house. And wolves are carnivores. They eat meat. And I've heard that people who eat meat like frog legs. And I'm a frog. Well, anyway, he knocked on the door and said something to try and make us let him in. But Melissa was really brave, and she refused to open the door. But he started pounding and yelling and screaming, and he was pounding so hard we thought he would break the door down.
Thank you, Mr. Frog. Your witness.
No questions, Your Honor.
Witness, you're excused. Next witness, please.
I call Officer Hogg to the stand.
Please state your full name.
Well, sometimes they call me a cop or a pig. But I'm a police officer. Officer, I'm a hog.
Raise your right hoof. Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
Officer Hogg, would you please tell the court what you observed when you arrived at Miss Piggy's home?
I saw the defendant pounding on her door, yelling, and making a weird sound like he was trying to blow the door down. He was so loud, he was disturbing the peace. And I told him he was under arrest and he had to sit and desist, or else I was going to have to tase him. He calmed right down after I said that. Didn't even resist when I put the cuffs on him.
And what else did you observe?
Well, it looked like a big storm had gone through because the two houses next to her were destroyed.
Well, thank you, Mr. Hogg. Your next witness.
You look awfully small. You're not very big. You're not really fat enough. Are you sure you're a hog and not a pig?
My ancestries are wild hogs. We're known to be leaner and meaner than those regular hogs. So I may be little, but I'm ferocious. And that question is out of order.
I object to this line of questioning.
Sustained defense. Keep your questions professional.
Sorry, Your Honor. So, Officer Hogg, do you recall what my client was yelling?
Well, I couldn't hear it all, but I did hear the word granny in there.
And that weird sound you heard, could it have been a sneeze?
Maybe, but that would have been the weirdest sneeze, granny, that I've ever heard.
But it could have been a sneeze.
Yes.
Thank you. No further questions. You're excused.
Prosecutor, do you have any more witnesses?
No, Your Honor.
And call your first witness.
I would like to call Mr. A. Wolf.
Please state your full name.
My name is Alex Wolf.
Raise your right paw. Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
I do.
Now, Mr. A. Wolf, could you please tell the court, in your own words, what happened on that afternoon of February 2nd, 2024?
Well, I recently moved to Bluegrass Way, and I was making a birthday cake for my dear old granny's birthday. Now, it was a bit challenging because I had a sneezing, sniffling cold, but things were going well. And then I ran out of sugar. Because of the move, I guess I just forgot to go to the grocery store. So I had a neighbor that didn't live too far away, and I thought I could go over and borrow a cup of sugar and meet him. Now, the house, well, this was really looking pretty nasty, and made of straw and very ramshackle. And I thought, well, maybe he'd let me borrow a cup of sugar. And even though the house was really flimsy, I didn't want to judge him. So I knocked on the door, and to my surprise, the door just fell down. I called out, hello, is anyone there? I'm sorry I broke your door. I just need to borrow a cup of sugar to make a cake. I'd be happy to fix the door when I'm through. Is anyone there? Well, just then, my nose started twitching, and with the cold and the straw in the air, I felt this great sneeze coming on. I tried to hold it back, but I huffed, and I snuffed, and I sneezed a great sneeze, and would you believe it, the whole house fell down. And right in the middle of all of that straw was a pig. He'd been there the whole time. Now, I went over to see if he was breathing, but he was dead. And he may have been that way before, and that would make sense because, he didn't answer me. So, my granny always said, there are starving wolves in China and Siberia. So always clean your plate and never let any food go to waste. Well, I looked at that ham dinner laying there in the straw. So I ate it. Think of it as a big, giant, juicy bacon cheeseburger. Now, I was feeling a little bit better, but I still didn't have the cup of sugar to make my cake.
So did you go someplace else for that sugar?
I object, leading the witness.
Objection overruled. Witness continue.
Okay, but I went to the next house on the block. The name on that mailbox was Little Pig. So, the house was a little bit better built. This one was made out of sticks and not quite as flimsy, but I didn't want to knock on the door and for fear I'd break it down. He had a doorbell. So I rang the doorbell. No answer. So I called out, Little Pig, are you in? And he said, go away, Wolf, you can't come in. I'm shaving the hair of my chinny chin chin. Now, I was just about to tell him that I really didn't come for a visit. I just needed a cup of sugar, but I felt another sneeze coming on. And I tried to hold it, and I huffed, and I snuffed, and I sneezed another great sneeze, and would you believe it? That house fell down too. the houses in this neighborhood are really poorly built. And after the dust cleared, there was the pig in the middle of the sticks, dead as a doornail, Wolf's arm.
Well, what happened next?
Lack of foundation, objection.
That's exactly what I'm trying to tell you. The houses didn't have any foundation. They were flimsy.
Objection overruled. Witness continue.
So, I just looked at him, wondering what to do, and thinking about what a waste it was for him to just be lying there. And you know, I'm big on not wasting things. So, I did the only thing I could do. I ate him. And so I figured that as like a second helping. So I was feeling a lot better, but I still didn't have the cup of sugar that I needed for my granny's birthday cake. So I went to the next house on the block, and the name on that mailbox was Miss Melissa P. Now, I politely knocked on the door and said, Miss Piggy, are you in? And do you know what that rude porker said? She said, go away, Wolf. You can't come in. Leave me alone. How rude. I said, I just made a cake for make a birthday cake for my dear old granny. And she yelled back, go away, Wolf. How impolite. I was just about to leave and go home and make a birthday card instead of a birthday cake when I felt another sneeze coming on. I smelled, and I another great sneeze. And do you know what that rude porker said? She said, and you're quit and go sit on a pin. Now, I'm usually a calm, reserved fellow. But when somebody talks about my granny like that, I just go crazy. I started trying to beat down her door, and the cops came, and I was huffing and snuffing and sneezing, and I was really making quite a scene. Now, I admit, I was disturbing the peace. And I'm really pretty embarrassed about that. But I didn't get arrested for disturbing the peace. I got arrested for murder of those two pigs. I didn't murder the pigs. Their flimsy houses murdered them. I'm innocent.
Thank you, Mr. Wolf. No further questions. Your witness.
Thank you. Now, Mr. Wolf, would you please show the side of your head to the court? And you said you sneezed.
I most certainly did.
We can all see by the shape of his face and his nose that a sneeze is impossible. And furthermore, the wolf eat meat, not cake. And I'm finished with my questions.
Witness, you're dismissed. Defense, call your next witness, please.
I call Edna Wolf.
Please state your full name.
My name is Edna Wolf, but you can call me Tiffany. I'm Alex's favorite granny.
Please raise your right paw. Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
Hello, Granny. Now, have you ever seen or heard your grandson Alex sneeze?
Yes.
And is it as powerful as he says it is?
Oh, yes.
Oh, yes. It's pretty awful when he's coming down with a cold. And when he sneezes, when he eats alphabet soup, it spells disaster. Actually, I heard that joke on a chew-tube.
Now, Granny, if you please, could you tell the court what you currently now eat?
Well, with my false teeth, I have false teeth. With my false teeth, it's really difficult for me to eat meat because it's hard to chew. And so, actually, I've developed a sweet tooth. It seems kind of silly to say sweet tooth when I don't have any teeth. But lately, I really started liking sweet things, especially cake.
And has your grandson Alex ever baked you a cake?
Yes.
And thank you. And if we could please, if you don't mind, could you show the court your false teeth?
You want me to do what? Good thing I'm not wearing a padded bra.
Thank you, Granny. No further questions. Your witness.
No questions, Your Honor.
Any other witnesses?
No.
No.
All right, please give your summations. Prosecutor, you go first.
Thank you, Your Honor. We've all heard the testimony of 5 witnesses and 4 valid witnesses as to what occurred on that day. We also heard the defendant admit to destroying 2 pigs' properties and subsequently murdering them and devouring them. We've also heard the defendant admit to trying to get into Miss Piggy's home. I shudder to think what would happen to poor Piggy if he had succeeded in doing that. What was on his mind when he was bashing on that door? Well, it wasn't a cup of sugar. As I dare say, he was looking for a 3rd meal. And I dare say it was probably a triple cheeseburger and cheeseburger and a ham dinner. Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, the only verdict you can come up with in this trial is guilty. Thank you. The prosecution rests.
Defense, your summation, please.
We have heard the testimony of the prosecution witnesses. They are mostly hearsay and biased. Those homes made of straw and sticks could have fallen down any time. They were so poorly built. It's only circumstantial that they fell down when my client sneezed. And yes, wolves can sneeze. Wow, that was one powerful sneeze. And if my client murdered those pigs, why would he have admitted to eating them? He could have just said they weren't home. They weren't there when their houses fell down. No, my client, Mr. Wolf, is innocent. He is the victim of prejudice against wolves because wolves eat meat. Now, how many of you eat meat? How many of you have enjoyed a nice ham dinner? Yes, my client should have been charged with disturbing the peace. But he wasn't. He was charged with murder. even though all the evidence is circumstantial. Now, ladies and gentlemen of the jury, I encourage you to think carefully about the evidence presented here in this court. And I think you will reach the only valid conclusion and find the defendant not guilty of murder. Thank you.
All right, jury members. Now is the time you need to use those papers that were on your chairs when you arrived. Hold up a G if you feel the defendant is guilty, and an N if you feel he is not guilty. Hold them for a minute because I'm going to count them. Up please, up please. All right, thank you for serving on the jury. Will the witnesses who testified here today please return to the courtrooms so we can hear the verdict as it's read. All right. Since the jury's verdict was not unanimous for guilty or non-guilty, we had 7 for not guilty and 5 for guilty. We have a hung jury. And I declare a mistrial. We will hold a new trial at a later date. And as I look on my docket right here, there's an opening for 5:30 this evening. We will retrial Mr. A. Wolf then. We will have a new jury and maybe a new verdict. Bailiff, please take Mr. Wolf into custody till that time. Will all the actors please bow?
That was a shocking turn of events. Let's take a 10-minute recess. Break. Intermission. And then we'll peek in on the folks at XYZ Senior Living Center.
That's about the end of our checker game. Do you want to play another one?
No, I can only play so much of checkers.
Well, how about some TV?
I can barely hear the sound, and the screen is too small for me to see. I wish XYZ would get a larger TV. Teeth that we take out need glasses to see. Hard time with hearing, always having to pee. Aches in our back, hips and joints all around. These are the things that are getting us down. When my back's out, when I can't see, when I'm feeling sad, I simply remember thy not favorite things, and that's why I feel so bad. I can feel my joints disintegrating while I'm sitting here.
How is this our golden years? I am so bored. There's nothing to do.
It's bad enough getting older with all the aches and pains, but when there's nothing to do, it makes it even that much harder.
That's for sure.
It's like a hard knock life. It's a hard knock life for us. It's a hard knock life for us. We have aches and pains and such. When we move, it hurts so much. It's a hard knock life. It's a hard knock life for us. It's a hard knock life for us. Sit around and watch TV, thinking how life used to be. It's a hard knock life. It's a hard knock life for us. It's a hard knock life for us. When we're in this old folks home, that's the ending of our home. It's a hard knock life.
Geez, I'm so bored. I wish Fanny was still here. She really brightens up the place.
Hello, Fanny. Yes, hello, Fanny. It's so nice to have you back where you came from. You're looking swell, Fanny, I can tell. great place called SunRiver. It's an active 55-plus community in St. George, Utah. And I can't stop smiling. There's 50 clubs and groups, so there's something for everyone to do.
Oh, Fanny, that's nice for you. But I'm so depressed and bored. It takes all my effort just to get up and get dressed, let alone smile.
I think I have an idea. I think I might know how to help you. I'll make arrangements for all of you to visit SunRiver tomorrow. And maybe you can get some ideas there of how to liven up XYZ and make it more livable. I think there's going to be some things for you to look at. And if you fall in love with SunRiver and want to buy there, the homes are about the same price as where we live now. And I can give you the number and the name of my realtor.
Wow, that's very nice of you, although I have nothing to wear.
Oh, don't worry about style. Just remember to include your smile, because you know you're never fully dressed without a smile. Hey, Dapper Dan, hey, little Jan, forget about style, because you're never fully dressed without a smile. Hey, Crawford and hey, tattered Stan, just join in the file, because you're never fully dressed without a smile. Who cares what they're wearing on Main Street or River Road? It's what you wear from ear to ear, and not from head to toe, that matters. So Jan and Anson, Ann and Stan, so long for a while. Remember, you're never fully dressed, though you may wear your best. You're never fully dressed without a smile. Smile! I thank all of you, my friends, for this visit. I'll pick you up by 9 a.m. tomorrow. The sun will come out tomorrow. To the river we will go tomorrow. Come what may. Tomorrow, SunRiver, tomorrow.
Woo-wee! Look at this place. Look at those golf carts. Oh, did you get to drive these around SunRiver?
Yes, it's very convenient to drive to our friends' houses and to activities at the SunRiver Community Center.
Our friend Fanny says that you have all kinds of activities here at your community center. We've been so bored at XYZ Community Boring Community Center. Just what kind of activities do you have here in SunRiver?
Oh, we have so much going on at our community center. We have table games, card games, hobbies and crafts. We got dance lessons, fitness classes, you name it. It's just something to do all the time. And, oh, the pool. How can I forget the pool? We've got this great pool. Well, someday. We do have an indoor pool, and we have fitness classes and exercise classes in the indoor pool, and we even have a hot tub indoors. It can get a bit crowded in the pool at times, though. We used to have an outdoor swimming pool and an outdoor hot tub, but our outdoor pool was demolished. We're supposed to be getting a new one someday, and we're also getting a grocery store. And we're not sure which one's going to be finished first. So now, we just have an unfinished swimming hole, and we can't swim in it yet because there's no water in it. So long! Have a great visit! So long!
There's some other SunRiver residents down there. Why don't you go talk to them and see what their favorite activities are here?
Shame on you.
Lights on.
Hello, sir. What's your favorite activity here?
My favorite activity is bingo. There was a club that had a game, and bingo was its name. Oh, B-I-N-G-O, 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 and bingo was its name. Oh.
And what's your favorite activity?
Pickleball! Well, I know you say pickle, but it's not the green thing that's crunchy and made from a cucumber. It's a game.
He's a pickleball wizard who's got to be a twist. A pickleball wizard with such a supple wrist.
What makes him so good?
Who cares?
Oh, and then one more thing.
What?
Bocce ball. Bocce, bocce, bocce ball. I like to play some bocce ball. Bocce, bocce, bocce ball. I like to play the bocce ball.
Hello. And what is your favorite activity here?
I like to play my flute in the sunjammers.
What's your favorite activity? My favorite activity is golf.
We have a lot of golfers here in SunRiver.
And our favorite event is 9 Wine and Dine. My golf cart. Me too. Road
fired. No, I wasn't fired. Came to SunRiver to play all day. Golf carts keep on rolling. SunRiver people are glowing. Rolling, rolling, rolling in SunRiver. Rolling, rolling, golf carts in SunRiver. When you come down to SunRiver, sure you're gonna find some people who live playing sports and bingo. They all like to mingle, and people in SunRiver are happy to give. Golf carts keep on rolling. SunRiver people are glowing. Rolling, rolling, rolling in SunRiver. Rolling, rolling, golf carts in SunRiver.
So now we've heard about some of the fun things we have to do in SunRiver, but here are some more of my favorite things.
Pickleball, line bowling, bocce ball too. Horseshoes and cornhole to name just a few. Quilting, RV groups, and hiking to Springs. These are a few of my favorite things. Exercise classes in center and pool. Dancing and singing and concerts that rule. Bingo with all of the prizes it brings. These are a few of my favorite things. When my back's out, when I can't see, when I'm feeling sad, I simply remember those favorite things, and then I start feeling glad.
We're going to see if XYZ will start doing some of these activities. Or better yet, maybe all of us can move here to SunRiver. Back's out when we can't see, when we're feeling sad. We simply remember